A day in the life of Mark Zuckerberg. Between running Facebook and raising two young daughters, Mark Zuckerberg has a lot on his plate. It's therefore not surprising that the tech CEO has quite a lot to do throughout the day. That being said, Zuckerberg still makes the time to exercise, travel extensively, and spend time with his family. Let's take a look at a day in the life of Mark Zuckerberg. But before we do, let's get to know him a little better. Mark Zuckerberg is co founder and CEO of the social networking website Facebook, as well as one of the world's youngest billionaires. He co founded the social networking website Facebook out of his college dorm room at Harvard University. Zuckerberg left college after his sophomore year to concentrate on the site, the user base of which has grown to more than 2 billion people, making Zuckerberg a billionaire many times over. Zuckerberg was born on May 14, 1984, in White Plains, New York. He was raised in the nearby village of Dobbs Ferry. Zuckerberg's father, Edward Zuckerberg, was a dentist, and his mother was a psychiatrist before the birth of the couple's four children, Mark, Randy, Donna, and Ariel. Zuckerberg developed an interest in computers at an early age. When he was about 12, he used Atari Basic to create a messaging program he named ZuckNet. As a teen, Mark took computer courses at Mercy College and studied at Phillips Exeter Academy. His fascination with computers continued to grow. Zuckerberg attended Harvard in 2002 but dropped out his sophomore year to focus on his latest creation, Facebook, full time. The rest is history. Here's a look at the typical day for Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. After waking up at 8 a.m., the Facebook founder immediately checks Facebook, Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp on his phone before he even puts in his contacts. He has a need to see what's going on in the world right at that moment and what he missed during the night. He doesn't even make a quick trip to the bathroom until he's completed his updates. Once he's gotten his morning updates and made his visit to the bathroom, it's time to work out. I try to go for a run or work out. That's a good way to start the day, Zuckerberg said. He typically exercises about 3 times a week. He sometimes brings his dog Beast along. The tech CEO says running with his pet has the added bonus of being hilarious because it's basically like seeing a mop run. You see, Beast is a Hungarian sheepdog with quite an impressive coat. After he's gotten his exercise in, Zuckerberg's not too picky about what he eats for breakfast. He'll usually just dig into whatever he's feeling that day. He doesn't like to waste time on small decisions. It's basically the same for the rest of his meals, except that he is partial to Italian and Japanese cuisine. Not wanting to waste time on insignificant decisions is also why he wears the same thing almost every day. Zuckerberg's work uniform consists of jeans, sneakers, and a gray t-shirt. In 2014, he told an audience, "I really want to clear my life to make it so that I have to make as few decisions as possible about anything except how to best serve this community." When you consider how many times you've stood in front of your closet scratching your head, unable to make a decision, the thought of a go-to outfit might sound more appealing and make space for more achievements in your life, or maybe even less of a clutter in your bedroom. One has to think that he's also this way about his haircut. You have to admit it's very minimalistic and must not take a lot of time to style. It's been rumored that his hairstyle is very similar to that of Caesar Augustus, someone that Mark admires very much. And when you look at the two of them side by side, the resemblance is very uncanny. Again, rumors have it that they named their second daughter August after Caesar Augustus. According to CNBC, his Palo Alto home is tricked out with a custom-made artificially intelligent assistant. Zuckerberg puts in 50 to 60 hours a week at Facebook, but he thinks about the social media platform constantly. "I spend most of my time thinking about how to connect the world and serve our community better, but a lot of that time isn't in our office or meeting with people or doing what you'd call real work." The Verge reported that Zuckerberg has some help managing his own social media channels. A squad of 12 employees helps him eliminate inappropriate comments and post updates on his Facebook page and update his social media presence. When he's not working, Zuckerberg spends some time expanding his mind. He's learning Mandarin Chinese, and he also tries to tackle as many books as he can. Back in 2015, he challenged himself to read a new book every 2 weeks. Two of his favorite books are The Aeneid by Virgil and Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. Zuckerberg's daily schedule tends to vary more when he travels. He's frequently on the road to meet with world leaders and celebrities, including Pope Francis in Rome. He's met all sorts of big names, including Barack Obama and his personal friend Vin Diesel. Zuckerberg has been making a lot of trips to Washington, D.C. lately to discuss issues with Congress concerning Facebook and the freedom of speech. Whether he's traveling or working, Zuckerberg makes sure to spend time with his wife, Dr. Priscilla Chan, and his daughters, Max and August. He took a 2-month parental leave from Facebook after his first daughter, Max, was born in December of 2015. In March of 2017, the couple announced they were expecting another daughter, and they named her August, and she's now 4 years old. As much as they can, they are raising their daughters as normal as possible. They limit their screen time, give them daily chores. They also regularly take them to work with them so they can see what they do and how it makes a difference in the world. They also don't give their daughters everything they ask for. Zuckerberg has swapped out late-night hacking binges for sleep routines with his children. During a commencement speech at Harvard University, Zuckerberg talked about a bedtime ritual he had with his daughters, Max and August. Every night before going to bed, the Facebook CEO tucks his children in by singing a traditional Jewish prayer to them. It's called the Mi Shaibarak, or a traditional prayer for healing that helps him think of the future or helps him when he faces big challenges. It goes like this: May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say amen. In the earlier days of Facebook, when there were fewer employees and Mark didn't have any children, they used to have late-night meetings and all-night hackathons. They were a core part of the culture of Facebook. Mark has never been much of an early sleeper, but is now experiencing parenthood firsthand. He's come to realize that enough rest is very essential. Routines are meant to change, and as a parent, that change can be constant. Very few individuals can say that they've made an astronomical impact on the world of social media. Even fewer of these individuals can say that they did so from within the walls of their dorm room. Mark Zuckerberg isn't most individuals, though. Zuckerberg and 4 of his classmates launched Facebook on February 4, 2004, from their dorm room at Harvard University. Here we are over 19 years later, and Facebook is now a multi-billion-dollar company. Despite there being many fallouts, setbacks, and scandals, Zuckerberg has remained as the CEO of Facebook, which also has made him one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. He's now worth more than $120 billion. It's not bad for a kid from White Plains, New York. What you have to admire is the fact that despite being the CEO of one of the largest companies in the world, Zuckerberg is still very much a family man. While Zuckerberg does check Facebook first thing in the morning, he also makes sure to incorporate some exercise and family time into his daily life. No matter how successful you are in life, it's always a good idea to start your day off with what's most important to you. And that's something that Zuckerberg does so very well. We hope our video today has given you a glimpse into the daily life of one of the wealthiest and innovative men on the planet. Please give us a like, subscribe, and share us with your friends. Thanks for watching.